What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Anthony, and this is Big Mouth Sports Talk. And before we get started, make sure to get that crust out your eyes, man. I got that Jim Kelly signed football to start off this podcast here. You can see it. Kelly, keep working hard, stay positive. Anthony, no problem. Jim, that's exactly what we're going to do. We got the Bills going up against the Ravens. Sunday Night Football in Baltimore. And this is a heavyweight matchup. Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. And everybody, if you're watching the channel, I appreciate it. If you would hit the like, subscribe, that kind of stuff is great for the channel. So please do so. Now, let's talk about the stats. Josh Allen, 634 yards throwing it, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 92.5 QBR. The guy's having an MVP caliber season. And fun fact, when Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, we're 18-0. So we want to keep this trend going. He's going up against Lamar Jackson. 702 yards throwing it, 254 yards rushing it, 4 total touchdowns. And he's lost a lot of weight. He was bulkier last year, so now he's skinnier, he's leaner, and you can tell because when he pulls it down and runs, he's elusive. He looks like a wide receiver when he's running around that field. So this is going to be a very exciting matchup. You're going to have Josh Allen, the brute, going up against Lamar Jackson, the savvy runner. So super excited to see what's going to happen here. And I think the Bills are going to take this 24-17, and let me tell you why. First point, coaching. Sean McDermott has surprised me this year. Why do I say that? Because in fourth down situations, he's aggressive. He's deciding to go for it. In the past, he would be conservative. He'd take the 3 points, let the defense go out on the field, but not this year. This year, in 4th and 5s and 4th and 2s, depending on what the situation is in the game, if it's early, if it's later, he's trusting the offense, and I think that's huge for Buffalo because if you want to win a Super Bowl, you need 7, not 3. Now let's flip it and let's go to the Baltimore Ravens. Harbaugh. This year, in the 4th quarter, with 10 minutes left in the game, they fall apart. That's been the trend. They fall apart. In Dallas, they almost blew a 28-6 lead. Dallas was one stop away from getting that ball and winning the game. Against the Raiders, 16-6, they blew it. So clearly, they're having a tough time finishing games off. So that's one thing to watch out for. Now, the second thing to watch out for is both the defenses. Let's compare the defenses. The Bills, without Matt Milano and all these stars, apparently, they're ranked 8th overall, which really surprised everybody. And a big reason for that is because Christian Benford is playing fantastic. The guy's all over the field. He's breaking up passes. He's intercepting passes. He's punching the ball when it comes his way. He's hitting hard. And one thing that comes to mind when I look at this Buffalo Bills team is we replaced older players with younger players, right? Old talent with young talent. And it was a very smart move because we drafted the right players and we brought in the right players. We didn't necessarily need some old superstar or somebody that's been in the league for so long because we're developing these players the right way. And that's a testament to Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane, and Pagula. Similar for Baltimore, right? A lot of young players outside of Derrick Henry and maybe a couple guys on defense. But when you look at that defense, they're 8th overall. Now let's flip it and let's go to Baltimore. Historically, they've had a really good defense. But this year, they're ranked 23 overall. So they're taking a step back, and they haven't really been able to flow yet. But I don't think that's going to continue because that defense, they have the right players in place. They just need to get that chemistry, right? And that's why I go back to coaching. But that's the second point is the defense. Which defense is going to stand out? Now, offensively, this is where it's going to get exciting. on Sunday night because both offenses are elite. They are. You got the Bills offense. You get rid of Stephon and Gabe, and now people don't really know who's going to get the ball because we have so many different options. If we want to stack the line and go 13 personnel and run the football, we'll beat you up running the rock. If we want to pass it to Keon, if we want to get Kincaid or Dawson Knox involved, and let's not forget about Shakir. We use Shakir a lot on the motions. You can tell Joe Brady loves to send Shakir on motions. And it's really hard to tell who's going to get the ball. And another thing I love about this Buffalo Bills offense is we're dinking and dunking. We're not going for the big plays. We're taking what the defense gives to us, and we're chopping you up play by play. 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 3 yards, run the ball, 7 yards, 20 yards, boom. So Joe Brady is doing a phenomenal job running this offense because if you look at the plays that he's calling, he'll call the same play, but he'll show it 3 different ways, whether that's putting somebody in motion, whether that's doing this, whether that's pulling it instead of running the ball out of the shotgun with Cook. Josh keeps it power back runs, right? QB runs, design QB runs. I mean, he's making the offense simple, and he's just throwing out a lot of looks, a lot of candy, and it's working out perfectly. With Baltimore, you got great players. The offense is playing well. Jackson is really doing a great job this year. Isaiah Likely is evolving as one of the best tight ends in the National Football League. And Derrick Henry is a monster. So the question is, which offense is going to show up and show out? And I believe that's going to be Buffalo. Why? Because Buffalo has the better quarterback. Buffalo has the better coaching right now. And Buffalo has the stronger team going into this game. Baltimore, I think they're going to put up a fight, but eventually the wheels are going to fall off. So I think this will be competitive up until the 4th quarter, but Buffalo 24, Ravens 17, go Bills.